But I went. I met these men, 50 years old, in a place where you're not supposed to show any vulnerability at all. Being vulnerable enough to say, I don't know how to read. Can you help me? And that showed me something. I didn't quite still understand or know. But I came back the next day and the next, and before I knew it, I was sleeping better. I was more personable. I was visiting with my family. And it was all because I was actually being of service to another human being for the first time in my life. And months passed, and I was now the TA for the substance abuse counselor, and I knew that when I got out, that it was going to have to be the foundation of who I was. Otherwise, nothing would have changed. I'm the exception, right? The rule is you go to prison, you get out, you go back. That's the rule. You go to treatment for 28 days, you get out. If you don't do the next right thing, if you don't start doing the thing that you've been taught in there, you go back or you die. People throw out statistics to people all the time. We're 90% success rate. No. The exception is the person that's successful in this, and it's a 180-degree lifestyle change when you get sober. Everything changes. I don't make right choices. My best thinking takes me to a prison cell. So I need help. Whatever help that looks like, in the form of being of service to others, until when I got out on December 3rd, 2014, not like this was 10 years ago, 20 years ago either. I've just been out over 4 years. And how drastically my life has changed because of those choices and those decisions I talked about. 180-degree lifestyle change. I walked out, knew the foundation had to be in service, but I also knew I needed help, right? I may have stayed drug-free and alcohol-free in prison. I don't know how I did that. But I knew my default setting was, and my muscle memory was exactly the same, that when I walked out, if given the opportunity to numb my feelings outside of a controlled environment, I would probably do it. So I went and sought help. I went to a treatment facility for 90 days, 3 years sober. That's crazy. Especially when guys were leaving after 28 days and all the pink cloud stuff, and they're just like, ah! And I go, I'm just going to put this to you clearly, all right? I'm 3 years sober, and I'm staying here 90 days. You know, you're leaving here after 28, and you got this thing covered. Just putting that out there. I may still be here when you come back. We'll see. And that's how my life changed. I started doing the next right thing. I started going to the meetings and not looking around at women or looking around at how others were looking at me. I looked for men in the room who had what I wanted, and I asked them how they got it, and then I followed them verbatim. Sometimes people say it's hard to ask for help. I haven't found that necessarily to be true, because when you get caught or when things get rough, addicts and alcoholics tend to be able to go, I'm sorry, please help me. The real test is accepting the help. Because when I lay down, and what my sponsor laid down in front of me is overwhelming, right? I want you to exercise in the morning. I want you to do reading. I want you to get on your knees. I want you to pray. I want you to see a therapist. I want you to do the steps. I want you to be of service. These are overwhelming things for somebody that's new to recovery. But if you're unwilling to completely surrender and accept that help, there's nothing I can do for you. And his main point to me was, what are you willing, Ryan, to have this peaceful, unchaotic life? And if your answer isn't anything back to me, I don't know what I can do to help you.